Hello team, good morning. Hello, am I audible? Hello team, good morning, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, any questions or any doubts as of now related to any tasks or any module about previous classes?
Uh, in Google Ads, we don't discuss about metrics. And
Yesterday you was not there, right? Yesterday did you join?
yeah, actually, I joined.
But we have discussed which metrics you are talking about.
Like CTC, CPC, and ROS, ROI.
Okay, that ROI, ROS, right? Those concept, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, yeah, sure. Good morning, Lakshmi Durga. So, just do one thing. Actually, it's a small concept. I'll explain, and then we are going to start today the SEO part. So, it's a completely new. You will be able to understand. Okay, no worries. So, from scratch only, we will be taking that. So, let me quickly cover this matrix part. Okay, is my screen visible?
Hi Vijay, good morning.
Yeah, hi sir, how are you?
Yeah, so good. So Lakshmi has joined from today. Okay.
Yes, yes. So she dropped a chat. I
Yeah,
told
yeah,
that there is a small concept of matrix which Attila has a doubt. So I'll cover that first and then we'll start the SEO today. So it's a completely
sure,
new. Okay.
sure. Done.
No
Okay.
problem. Yeah.
And yeah, Lakshmi, if you have any doubts, you can directly contact Vijay also. Okay.
I think she got dropped. Maybe network issue or something. Fine. So in the meantime, I'll just
Sure, just take care, Vijay.
yeah, sure.
Done.
I think it is on. We should have a Google Doc. Somewhere it got missed. Anyway, So basically, CPC means cost per click, which you already know. CTR means clicks divided by impressions, which is also same as a Meta, Google. There is not much difference. Basically, all of the KPIs, which is more or less similar for any advertising. So we will need to compare how these metrics are performing across different campaigns or different keywords or different ad groups. Based on that, we need to take a decision. Mainly when it comes to ROI is like generally ROI will be completely, it's not specific to Google ads. Okay, it is specific to marketing. So any company, when they do the marketing, how much they are investing, okay, how much they are putting. Let's say if somebody spent, let's say, 1 lakh rupees on marketing, okay, for 1 lakh rupees, if they received from their marketing activities, if they received, let's say, 5 lakh rupees, so then ROI is, it's a straight away point. Okay, what is the return divided by how much we are invested. So 5 lakh divided by 1 lakh. So we either we call it as a 5x return, or some we call it as, if we talk about percentage, it is like a 500% in increase. Whereas ROAS is specific to ads. Okay, ROAS, whenever when somebody is measuring the ads, they will measure in return on ad spend. Okay, what is the difference between ROI and ROS? Here, this 1 lakh we are spending, it is not necessarily ad spend. Maybe in this 30,000 they have spent to ads, 20,000 they have spent on salaries, maybe some 30% they have spent on tools. So this 1 lakh is a combination of all the expenses. Okay, and how much return we got. Whereas ROS is specific to how much ad budget. Okay, let's say if I have spent the ad budget of completely 1 lakh, and I have achieved a return of 3 lakh. Okay, now the ROS, return on ad spend, is like 3x, 3 times, or 300%. So if you are running the for e-commerce, because for e-commerce it's direct, like how much you are putting and how much return you are getting, it's more or less direct, I can say, because the sales happen online. You can able to see how much revenue you get. Let's say if I get 100 sales for 100 rupees product, then I get, let's say, revenue of some 10,000 rupees. Okay, so that is a direct sales when it comes to e-commerce. Whereas if you take the regular lead generation business, okay, for B2B or lead generation business, there the ticket size. Okay, suppose, because we can't measure how much revenue we got directly. We can only see what is the number of leads we got. And coming to the conversions, let's say if that is a 10,000 rupees product or 10 lakh rupees product, that we can only able to understand from the customer. Okay, if suppose the ticket size is 10 lakh rupees, okay, and maybe we got 10 leads. Out of 10 leads, there is a one conversion, and which ticket size is a 10 lakhs assume. Okay, so this number we can only, as a marketer person, we can only track the leads, number of leads. Okay, which you can able to see from Google Ads or Google Analytics. So these tools, we can only understand how many leads we get. But what is the ticket size, how much revenue they made, that we need to understand from the customer. And so let's say 10 lakh revenue we get, and we have spent 1 lakh rupees, so you can directly calculate the ROS. Did you understand?
Uh, the ROI is it will confusion. What is the formula of ROI? Is like
It is
revenue
the
divided.
same like written. What is the revenue we got?
Okay, that 3 lakhs, right?
Yeah, right. By
Oh,
ad spend, how much spent we have spent on ads?
1 lakh.
Yeah. So
Into
here it is not ad spend. It is a complete expenses like marketing expenses, which is a combination of salaries or tools or ad expense, everything.
5 rupees will be, for example, 3x. That will be a cost per each. So
Mm,
I didn't understand what is
sorry, can you repeat again?
ROS. I didn't understand. This I can understand that 3 lakhs and 1 lakh will be okay, but is equal to 3 into is equal to three
No,
hundred percent.
3 it divided. It's a divided, right? 3 lakh divided by 1 lakh. How much? 3, right?
Okay,
So written, you can just written by
okay. Into
ad spend. Okay, this is a ROS formula, right? Now suppose this
okay.
ROS we got 3. So what does it mean? Return is equal to 3 times of ad spend.
Yeah, yeah, okay, okay, okay.
Okay, now the same thing you can also into 100, if you do, you will get a percentage.
Yeah, for example, spending 10,000, revenue 80,000, we can get is equal to 80.
Yeah,
8.
8
Uh,
8x.
okay, then we are divided by 8 percentage.
Right.
Okay, okay, sir, okay, okay.
So I think remaining are more or less you can able to see the in the dashboard only all the metrics specific to the cost per click or the amount you spent or okay
Input,
impressions,
clicks
what,
and
yeah,
average.
what
And
is,
also, first
yeah,
it will be AOV. Will you didn't say
AOV
that?
means average order value, which is specific to e-commerce. Okay, suppose primarily it will be, what is the, let's say you have a different products. One product is 100 rupees, another product is 500 rupees, another product is 1000 rupees. Like that you have a maybe, if you take e-commerce, there are hundreds of thousands of products. Now, as a brand, you will not go and see individually. It's not obviously you will see, but at the end, over for a overall or to get the overview, you need to understand what is the average order value for a specific brand. Okay, so which is the average of all the, suppose let's say I got if somebody ordered in Zomato that there is a one order of 200 rupees, another
Like
is 500 rupees. So as a brand you will just do the average.
total average divided by total orders, and e-commerce will be orders will be taken.
Yeah, number of orders, like total revenue divided by number of orders.
This is the formula, right?
Yeah, this is a formula. So let's say if I get 5 lakh rupees sale, or if I get 10,000 rupees sales revenue divided by number of sales. Okay, for 10,000 rupees I can get from 5 orders, or I can get from 10 orders. Okay, if you get from 5 orders, then your 10,000 by 5, which is
2,000.
2,000. So your average order value is 2,000. So if you get the same thing for 10 orders, then you will get your average order value is 1,000 rupees. Okay, then what happens? Obviously, like whichever the brand which has a higher average order value, your goal is to increase this AOV. So how you can increase? Basically depends on how much pricing you are keeping. So which products which you are promoting. So where you are improving. So improving the existing customer reviews, or there are different things, so that people who order, the repeated orders will increase. And also obviously you can do the more marketing, and all the through that also you can increase your average order value, but yeah, your expenses also will increase. So you just need to, obviously at the end of the day, our goal is to increase the uh, all the whether it is a revenue, whether it is a sales. So we need to improve, we will work everything to improve those things. Understand?
Yeah, sir. I recently did. I can research everything yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
So I got this. I didn't see in my last prayer or sessions also AOV,
Yeah,
but I can.
because that is specific to uh, particular, you can say, because right now I just explained previous sessions, it's more of a platform specific. Okay. Yeah. So average order value, there are lot of other things which will come. Okay, when you go to the, in fact, go in detail or go in advance. So in the advanced part, there are lot of extreme calculations will be there. So there are
Yeah,
estimations. How do you estimate? How do you estimate the CPC? How do you estimate the number of leads or conversions? How you get the market research? How to do the market research? How to take the assumptions, and based on the assumptions, how you derive the estimations. So yeah, there are lot of things, okay, which is inside.
yeah. This is also like upscaling, upselling, cross
Yeah,
selling, and
upselling, cross
product
selling.
building.
Yeah, there are lot of things basically.
Yeah,
Marketing is like it's a very wide subject, means very deeper.
yeah,
And
we can
each
see a
each
large.
each specific module you go, you will get a lot of advance. Suppose, just to tell you, let's say we have discussed about the keywords. Now, only on the keywords, you will have a lot of deep inside the keyword or keyword research. So any specific thing which you take, okay, on outside it will look like it's a simple metric or simple, let's say, suppose we discuss, let's say there is a bid strategy. Now this is a, by outside, just check in, but just by seeing, we have seen maximize leads or maximize conversions. But when you go deeper, okay, into each bid strategy, you have 100 things comes up. How exactly it works, what we need to do, which strategy need to select for which campaign, or when we need to change the strategy type. So yeah, everything goes in deeper. Obviously we can go, like suppose in Google Ads only, we can discuss for 6 months also. Okay, when we go deeper, when we go and do the automations inside Google Ads, how how we can automate the campaigns. There is something called programmatic advertising, where we, how we can do hundreds and thousands of campaigns parallelly. Okay, so which is like a programmatic or automated completely. So yes, any particular topic if you take in the marketing, so you have a lot of things inside which you need to learn. Obviously that will come with expertise. Okay,
Yeah.
fine. So let's discuss our today's topic. Let me introduce, which is related to search engine optimization or SEO. So basically, up to now, whatever we discussed, it is mostly related to pay. We have seen the introductions and then advertising. Okay, how to make it the website, AI related website, or yeah, Google ads, Meta ads, creation of content. Now search engine optimization, which is more of a organic tactic. So organic way of attracting users. Okay, so in our introduction starting, when we discussed about I can say we have two types in digital marketing. One is organic and one is paid. So as of now, whatever we discussed, which is more of a paid, but now we are going deeper into the organic. And organic, we have in social media, we have creating the content, or creating the posters and posting it regularly, creating the calendar, and then posting and interacting with the audience or users, sharing across different platforms. So which is more, see, organic is more like a time consuming. Okay, you need to put your time rather than, whereas in the paid, you just do is do some research and get on a campaign. Okay, which is more direct. Whereas in organic, here there is a lot of processes is involved. Okay, so whenever you are doing SEO, means you need to do certain process, multiple process are there, so which you need to execute in order to your website will be visible on Google. And in addition to that, now you have a generative engine optimization. Okay, either you call it as a GEO, or you call it as a LLM SEO, or you can call it as a AI SEO, or you can call it as a AEO. Okay, or there are multiple names, but ultimately what you are doing is you are optimizing for the LLMs. Okay, you have a chat GPT. Suppose chat GPT, many people ask different questions. Okay, and they will get an answer. Now suppose best mobile repair shops in Hyderabad. Now it is going and getting from the database and giving us the recommendations. Okay, so multiple, you can say, stores or shops which is recommended. So obviously, like it tries to give from the best. Suppose here you can see they have the 1300 plus reviews, 5 star. So which is a more better chance to convert rather than someone with 3 star review or 4 star review. So how there are maybe in Hyderabad there are hundreds or thousands of mobile stores are there, but out of that it has only picked up these stores. Okay, because somehow they are optimized. Okay, or theirs are optimized. And if you see, from where you are getting, so there is a website called 3 best rated. Okay, which has picked up from there. And this I think it has taken from Google. This also taken from Google directly. Okay, so how do we optimize for these LLMs, or how do we optimize for Google? Okay, when somebody go and search, let's say in Google, best hospital in Hyderabad. Okay, now you see these results which are coming. Now how do we get this is what we are going to how do we optimize. Okay, for just a second. So how do we do that is what we are going to discuss in the SEO or GEO, this process. And coming to the SEO, primarily we discuss. So the name itself says search engine optimization. So what we are doing, we are optimizing our website. Okay, whatever the every business has a website. Okay, or should have a website. So when we optimize our website to search engine, we call it as a search engine optimization. Now what are the different search engines are there? Will you be able to tell me what are the different search engines are there? Yes. So there is primarily Google and there is a Bing. Okay, Google and Bing are the primary search engines. There is a Bing is from the Microsoft. There is obviously other search engines also, like if you go to the uh, Russia or China, they have their own search engines. Okay, in the Russia there is something called Yandex. In the China also there is a search engine, but almost 80 to 90%, 80% or 90% of the searches which are happening currently are from the Google. So like the way which I explained for meta ads, if you learn the meta ads, you can do, or you can able to do any social media ads in the similar way if you learn how to optimize for a Google. Okay, you can able to do for any search engine. Okay, you can optimize your, because the more or less the rules or the you know the optimization techniques are more or less similar. Okay, and Google is so more advanced compared to any other search engine out there. Okay, so that is the reason here you have the more I can say more Google has a advanced or more technology upgrade compared to other search engines. And if you know or if you learn how to do for Google, you can able to do for any you know with a slight rules change. Okay, but more or less it's similar. And now what are the different types of inside or what are the different processes inside SEO, search engine optimization? Mainly one is on page SEO, second is off page SEO, third is technical SEO. So you just need to understand, okay, whatever we do for SEO, which will be coming under these three. On page means anything which we do inside our own website. Okay, suppose every business has a website and there is a website owner or website developer. okay, or SEO expert. Okay, as an SEO expert, you will go and edit your website and do those changes. So whatever you optimization which you do inside your website, which will come under on page SEO. Okay, next, off page SEO. Off page SEO is more of a outside our website, which is not our own website. Suppose we have seen, okay, here ChatGPT is taken from a website called 3 best rated. Basically what this 3 best rated will do, it will try to list down top 3 websites, okay, in every category. So in every suppose whether it is a mobile phone or whether it is a laptop or whether any business if you take, so out of those businesses, whatever the top 3 are there, it will list. Okay, now suppose take this Anand mobile care. They have the let's say let's assume they have their own website. Okay, I think they have not linked. Looks like this guy has not.
Like digital will it will be written as
Sorry.
digital, digital.
Yeah, just dial. Yeah, exactly. So all of these websites are more or less similar. Okay, which are nothing but a uh, listing websites. Okay, they list the businesses and make sure the complete profiles are well set up. And they also those platforms also, suppose these platforms also have the organic and paid. So if they just list down your business without promoting, which will be organic. Suppose if they push your listing at the top, or for that they charge the amount. So take any website, just dial Suleta or India Mart or maybe Glassdoor. Lot of websites which are there. Okay, so thousands of websites are there like this. So, and also suppose if you take any bloggers, suppose nowadays you can see the YouTube, right? In the YouTube, many channels which came, they what they do, they'll just go to some business, or in the YouTube or Instagram, and they will review. Okay, they'll go to a restaurant and they'll talk about a biryani. They will go to some maybe some furniture showroom, and then they will talk about the furniture or that showroom. So similarly, the difference between on page and off page is, as a brand or as a business, you can talk about 100 things about you. Okay, now if I have a business, I will tell that my product is best and high quality and best price, best quality. So I can say 100 things about my product. But it's ultimately, Google will not only, okay, yeah, that is important, we need to tell about ourselves is also important, but in addition to that, other people also need to talk about your business. Okay, so whether it can be from videos, or for the Google SEO, it is more of a websites. There are many travel websites, there are many food websites. Suppose if you are let's say blogger, you write about different blogs. If you are interested in travel, so you are a travel blogger. Now what you do, you just go and travel, and or you note down, or you write about your experiences. So obviously, you know if you write good or if you write well, then slowly more and more people come and read your blogs, or read your website. you know then you can slowly promote the brands. You can tie up with a brand about related to travel. Maybe it can be related to vehicles, or it can be related to travel equipment, so different brands which you can collaborate, and they will talk about you. Okay, if they talk about you and they link your website, so we call that as a off page SEO. Okay, means what happens here, uh, there are other, whatever the authoritative people, suppose, see, here also there is a difference. If suppose, let's say I'm going on a road, and if some random person comes, suppose I will go to some random person and ask to purchase my product, will they purchase? Okay, let's say you are going on road, and if somebody comes and asks you to purchase a flat or plot, will you purchase? Yes? No? So most probably no. If an unknown person comes to me and asks for the purchase something, I will don't purchase. I'm not sure about you. So what happens here? The authority matters. The expertise is matters. So if some new website, let's say if somebody created some new website, and if I publish my website or my business on his website, now first of all, he don't nobody knows him. Okay, and there is no use of someone started. Yeah, maybe that can be helpful to get a few visits, or but nothing much. But suppose, let's say, if Times of India comes to you and asks you publish your profile, okay, or write something about your business, or let's say the Hindu, or maybe anyone who is who's known, whose expertise matters, if they talk about you, okay, let's say
The complete
yeah,
backlinks will be, you can discuss, sir.
sorry,
It completely backlinks related, sir.
yeah, backlinks, right, exactly. So backlinks from a random websites are not helpful, whereas a backlinks which given by the authoritative sources, the expertise, someone who has expertise, someone who has audience, those are much important and much matter compared to taking or building the links from the random websites. So that has gone, some 10-15 years ago only, that has outdated, but now no longer works those random techniques. So we need to identify someone who has the authority or trust or expertise to talk about a subject, and if they refer or they give us a link, you know that is a much more important, or much more trust that will build. And the technical SEO, in fact I will put this technical SEO before these two. Why? Because technical SEO is like a foundation. Suppose if you are building a house, and if your basement is not stronger, if your foundation is not stronger, no matter how many you can say, how many flats you construct, or how many floors you construct. Let's say I have 100 floors building, but if the basement is not strong, what happens automatically? Everything collapses. We don't know when it will collapse, but it will collapse for sure. So in the same way, in the online world, if your website is technically not strong, okay, generally if you go a few years back, and even now also, many government websites, if you go, either they won't work properly, or they will load a lot of time, or something will not be working in that website. So why? Because those websites are not built to, you can say, those are just built for the purpose of building. You don't have any technical standards. So as a website owner or as a business owner, it's like a physical business. Okay, suppose if suddenly some 1,000 customers comes to your store. Okay, let's say you have some mobile showroom, and if some 100 or 1,000 customers come one day, and if your building collapses, then it's a very bad experience, right? So in a similar way, website is also like a physical store, but it is on the online. If your sometimes if your not website is not loading, or your website will stop suddenly because of some server error, there are hundreds and thousands of issues. If that is not happening, then what happens? Your complete you will lose the customers, you will lose the trust, you will lose the sales. Okay, I think few years back I have seen a, the Amazon bid billion, Flipkart bid billion days, or Amazon Great Indian Festival. So at that time, Amazon or Flipkart, I don't remember, it takes a little longer to load. Okay, maybe 1 or 2 seconds longer. So just because of that 1 or 2 seconds loading, extra loading, many people dropped from that website, and they lost their some hundreds of crores of sales, just because the website has loaded little late. Okay, and we can imagine there will be thousands of crores of sales happens in the just in that festival period. Okay, that so in that case, even a small small issue is there, you are going to lose a lot of thing, revenue, or the customers. So you need to be sure that technically your website is strong. That is your first step, and after that you can do on-page SEO or off-page SEO, and all of the thing, optimization. SEO means optimization, I can say, on-page optimization or off-page optimization. So technically, it is important. And now, so these are all basics. Okay, you need to understand how Google search works. This is one of the important concept. How Google search works, basically. Any idea? So basically, whenever we do whenever a user search something on Google, and within fraction of seconds we will get a results from the Google. It will not even take a second, within fraction of seconds. Now how this entire process happens? Through three major processes. One is a crawling, second is indexing, third is ranking. Okay, this is a slightly technical concept, and these are the three steps which happens you know continuously, day and night. This happens. So what does it mean by crawling? Crawling is nothing but you know identifying the, suppose you have the www dot, right, in world wide web. Okay, or you can say internet, or you can say online. So there is a bot, you can call it as a bot, you can call it as a spider, you can call it as a trawler, there are different words for it. What this bot, or you can call it as a, it's a small code. Okay, you can think like that. What this bot will do, or what this crawler will do, it will there are hundreds or thousands of crawlers will be there. They will just go and visit. It's like a web, the spider, right? you know or did you see in the spider earlier? So there is a web around the spider. The spider build the web, and also the web will uh, it's a combination of multiple threads. I hope you know. Now
Yeah,
the
yeah.
same thing works with the Google also. Okay, because inside the World Wide Web, there is a lot of websites. There are billions of websites are there on the internet. Okay, and every day they, suppose every day, suppose today you created a website, you will update a content. Okay, you will write about your, you will create a multiple pages on your website. So tomorrow you will create some other page like that. Like you, there are hundreds of, sorry, billions, millions and billions of websites which are there on the internet, which will be updating, maybe daily or weekly or monthly, whatever. Okay, what this bot or spider or crawler will do is, it will crawl those web, okay, those pages which are there on the internet day and night. Okay, suppose today you created a website, this bot from the Google tries to come to your website, and it will identify what is the information which is there on your website. Okay, suppose let's say any website, let me say Amazon. Okay, so what happens every day, in the Amazon, there are thousands of sellers who add new products. Okay, some products they remove, some products they add. you know then what happens, Google bot will come to the Amazon regularly, and it tries to identify what is the information which is available. Is there any new pages are updated, created, you know like that. And whatever the information, suppose let's say if crawler comes to this page, it will just see if there are any links. Right now all of these are links only, for different products. Suppose if it finds the link here, then it will click on that link and it will go to that this page. Now this is a different page. Now it will tries to crawl this entire page. Okay, and identify all the information which is there about page, or everything. And again it will see the links. Suppose these are all different links. Now it will go from here. Now it will crawl. So like this, imagine the scale at which it will happen. There are thousands of crawlers which crawl day and night all the information continuously, and that is the reason you are able to see, you are able to get the information first of all. So this is the first step where Google bot or crawler will goes through the internet and tries to identify any new information or any updates, okay, related to a particular topic. And now the second process comes, which is the indexing. Indexing is like organizing and storing the information. So now that, let's say you have identified the information, now you need to, okay, now the crawler or the bot, it identifies the information. In the next process is indexing, where it will store that information in the database. You see, right, all the servers or all the data centers where the information is stored. So basically this indexing process is where it will organize the information. Suppose, let's say, just to give you the example, let's say if in a room there are full of balls of a different colors. Let's say there are red color balls, yellow color balls, blue color balls, all are combined. Like there are thousands of balls which I kept. Okay, now this is a scenario 1. Okay, now take the second scenario. What happens in the second scenario? I have the same balls only. I have taken 3-4 different buckets, and each bucket I have kept a different color balls. Let's say in the red bucket I kept red color balls, and in blue bucket I kept blue color balls. Okay, now I have asked you, okay, come here and get me the 5 red color balls, 5 yellow color balls, and 5 blue color balls. Now tell me which scenario you can get the balls faster. Did you understand my question?
No, no, sir.
There are 2 scenarios, okay, where in the scenario 1 I have kept all the 1000 balls randomly of different colors. Let's say red, yellow, blue. In the second scenario, where I have kept those balls in the buckets, red color bucket, yellow color bucket, or blue color bucket, and now I have asked you to try to identify 5 red color balls, 5 blue color balls, and 5 green color balls, and get those balls to me. Now which scenario you can get those balls faster, in the scenario 1 or scenario 2?
Scenario 2, indexing.
Yeah, scenario 2, right? Because there already you have the organized. Okay, those balls are organized in the respective buckets. All you need to do is just go and select and get it. That's it. Whereas in the first scenario, you need to identify yourself, and you need to pick up all the from all that random balls. So this is also kind of a same process. Okay, if suppose Google has identified all the crawler has identified all the information. Now if it is not organized, or if it is not stored, then you will get some random results, or and it will take a lot of time also. Whereas because of this indexing process, what happens? Google tries to organize the information and store it in the database. So whenever somebody searches on the Google, let's say best hospital in Hyderabad, then Google will tries to go to the respective category, or respective database, and pick from there and show us the results. And all of this crawling and indexing ranking process happens within a fraction of second. Okay, don't think like it will take few seconds or few minutes. So all of this process which happens within milliseconds or microseconds. And then the third step is a ranking. And remember, because if your page is crawled, okay, suppose if you created a new website, your page is crawled but it is not indexed, means it will not show on the Google. Okay, when all of these 3 steps properly happens, then only there is a possibility your website will show on the Google. Okay, either crawling is not happened, or if crawling happened but indexing not happened, then also it will not show. Is this process clear? Am I clear? Any questions as of now?
No, sir. As of now.
Yeah, so we'll discuss a deeper because it's a slightly more technical and more important topic. So let's discuss tomorrow remaining part, and then we'll work on. So in the meantime, just continue the previous one. And Lakshmi Durga, I think you just need to watch the recordings, okay, of the previous sessions. And if you have any questions or any doubts, you can ask in these sessions. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, just watch the recordings. Also coordinate with your other people. Akhil is there, or there is some Bharat is there, or even okay. So if you have any questions, obviously we can address. Every day when before starting the sessions, I'll ask for a questions. So if you have any questions, then you can just ask me so that I can explain that. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Done then. Yeah. Thank you guys. Let's turn it tomorrow. Let's work on it. Yeah. Bye.
Thank you.